Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the launch of my new series dedicated to mastering the IELTS Task 2. As your dedicated IELTS coach, I understand that the common challenge many students face is generating ideas for writing essays in the exam. And that is why this series is designed to provide you with the essential guidance on topics and different essay types which could be asked in exam so that you never run out of ideas. So get ready to ace your IELTS exam with confidence and precision. In today's class, we are going to talk about electric vehicles. Now, when we discuss electric vehicles, what are the types of essays which can be asked in IELTS writing? First of all, you may be asked about the advantages and disadvantages of electric vehicles. Or you might get an essay on giving an opinion about electric vehicles. Or maybe you could be asked about what are the causes that these days a lot of vehicles are becoming electrified and what are the effects of it. Of course, both positive and negative, which in turn also means advantages and disadvantages. Before understanding the ideas of what to write when this thing can be asked in exam, let us understand what is the meaning of electric vehicle. So, an electric vehicle or electric vehicles are automobiles powered by one or more electric motors, batteries, using electric energy stored in batteries or another energy storage device. They offer an alternative to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles, contributing to reduced reliance on fossil fuels and lower environmental impact. Definitely, you don't have to write this definition in exam, but it is very essential to understand what exactly is an electric vehicle. In short or in simple terms, an electric vehicle is the one that runs with batteries and does not run with petrol or diesel. So, what could be some synonyms? As you know, vocabulary is a very essential point in the IELTS writing part 2. You could write EVs, electric cars, plug-in vehicles, battery electric vehicles, BEVs, or electrified vehicles. So you could use these various terms instead of electric vehicles, and definitely the examiner will be impressed that your vocabulary is very rich when it comes to the topic. Now let us see some facts connected with electric vehicles, which you can quote in examples. The first practical electric vehicle was developed in the 19th century, but significant advancements and popularity have surged in recent years. Next is, many countries are adopting policies to encourage the adoption of electric vehicles, including incentives and subsidies for buyers and infrastructure development for charging stations. So you could write this in examples or even to prove your point whenever you are supposed to give an opinion. Some examples are Tesla Model 3, a popular electric sedan known for its performance, long range capabilities, and innovative technology features. Another example is Nissan Leaf, one of the best selling electric cars, globally known for its affordability and practicality for daily commuting. Now, one by one, let us understand what are the advantages and the disadvantages. So I have ready made 5 point each for you if at all such question is asked in the exam. What is the first advantage of electric vehicles? Definitely environmental benefits. So these vehicles produce zero tailpipe emissions, less smoke is there, it reduces air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. The second advantage is that it has less operating cost. EVs generally have lower operating cost per mile or per kilometer than traditional vehicles due to fewer moving parts and efficiency of electric motors. The third advantage is energy efficiency. We are saving energy. Electric motors are more efficient than internal combustion engines, converting a higher percentage of energy from the power source to the wheels. The fourth advantage is no noise, quiet operation. So electric vehicles are typically quieter than traditional vehicles, contributing to reduced noise pollution in urban environments where there is already a lot of problem of noise pollution. The last advantage is energy independence. A shift to electric vehicles can reduce dependence on oil and promote the use of renewable energy sources for electricity generation. And then you can give examples that we saw earlier. Now, what could be some disadvantages of using electric vehicles. The first is limited range. It cannot go for longer distances. So many electric vehicles have a limited driving range on a single charge compared to traditional vehicles, which can be a concern for long distance travel. The next problem or drawback is charging infrastructure. The availability of charging station is not as widespread as conventional gas stations, impacting the convenience of EV use. So you have a lot of petrol pumps here and there, but you do not have a lot of charging stations everywhere, and that makes it a little difficult to charge the car. Initial cost. The upfront cost of purchasing an EV is often higher than that of traditional vehicles. Although day by day this gap is becoming less, but definitely EVs are more expensive right now than the traditional vehicles. Charging time. While charging technology is improving, it can still take longer to charge an electric vehicle compared to refueling a traditional vehicle with gasoline. So if you go to a petrol pump or a gas station, then it might take you 5 to 10 minutes, or if you're standing in a queue, maybe it might take you half an hour, but charging your EV vehicle is definitely going to take you more time. The last disadvantage is definitely battery degradation. Over time, the performance of the battery in electric vehicles can degrade, affecting driving range and requiring eventual replacement, which again is very, very expensive. So if you get an essay on advantages and disadvantages, this is what you can write. Even if you get an essay on opinions, whether we should be using electric vehicles or not, then also you can give this opinion that these are the advantages, these are the disadvantages, and in your opinion we should be using it definitely because advantages are more. If you are asked whether you agree or disagree to government giving subsidy, then you can also talk about the advantages and say that you definitely agree and this has a lot of benefits. If you are asked the causes that why more and more automobile companies are shifting and why more and more people are now shifting to EVs, this is what you can write. Government incentives. So policies and incentives by governments to encourage the reduction and adoption of electric vehicles is the major cause why people are shifting to these means. Advancements in battery technology, ongoing developments in battery technology make electric vehicles more efficient and affordable day by day. Environmental concerns, there is a growing awareness of the issues in the environment, and the desire to reduce carbon footprints drive the demand for electric vehicles. So we all know that pollution is a major issue, and that is also one of the cause that more and more electric vehicles are being used. Market competition. So there is increasing competition among automakers to produce and sell electric vehicles. So if one car company is making an EV, then definitely there is this competition for another car company. The fifth cause is infrastructure development. Investments in charging infrastructure and support from governments and private entities is increasing day by day, as a result of which more and more people would now prefer to go for an EV instead of the traditional vehicle. What could be some effects? So reduce in greenhouse gas emission. Increased adoption of electric vehicles contributes definitely to lower emissions, particularly in regions with clean energy grid. So in effects, you can mostly talk about positives. There is a shift in automotive industry. There is a rise in manufacturing of electric vehicles and supply chain. Decreased demand for fossil fuels, which is happening because of growing electric vehicle market, which can lead to reduced demand for traditional fossil fuels, which is majorly used in transportation. Job creation is happening. The shift to electric vehicles creates new job opportunities in manufacturing, maintenance, and development of charging infrastructure. And lastly, of course, it has improved our air quality. So the reduced emissions from electric vehicles positively impact air quality, especially in urban areas where traffic congestion is common. So my dear friends, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I hope that this helps you when you are generating ideas in writing your IELTS essay, or even when you are practicing it. If you have any request that I upload information on a particular topic, please write to me in the comment section, or you can also message me on my phone number, which is definitely there in the videos. All the best and thank you.